Welcome to this time out with Marcus Ekure. We are still on the series, what kind of hustles that students on campus can actually, engage in to make extra cash for themselves. Yes, someone might be wondering, why is it that for a very long time now we've been talking on side hustles, side hustles? The truth of the matter is, the university environment today does not teach our children how to succeed after school, and the certificate is not an instant ticket to success. That's why we have to teach our children how to succeed while in the campus environment. Now, the university, can you hear that word? University is a universal community. It is not a village. Now, today we have this challenge of a lot of promiscuities, students taking to smoking, you know, a whole lot of students on campus today, live a kind of lifestyle that even someone who walks out there cannot even live. That is just the truth. And they complain of being broke every now and then. Now look at the tuition thing there. Yeah, the VC said something in my interview with him that many of these students who complain they cannot afford these school fees, if you see the kind of head they carry, the amount of money they spend on drugs and all that kind of stuff, you ask yourself, what's this world becoming? So life is all about priorities. Now, but for those students who are genuinely hardworking on campus, those students who are genuinely committed to, who understand the importance of academics, of education, we are actually bringing this to them. Another good side hustle you can do while on campus. We made mention of the food vending in our last broadcast, but here we want to talk about you producing the food yourself. Is it shocking to you? Yes. Many of these students, it will amaze you, that so many of them can cook very well. You are a student, you can cook very well. That is a resources in you. That's the resources, and you can make so much money from it. It's a conglomerate inside of you. Now, your mother taught you how to cook. You know how to cook very well. You can transform it into money making. Don't forget, entrepreneurship is a spirit. So many of you out there on campus complain of being broke, and you have something of value inside of you. The Bible says, what you have. That's the scenario of the Zarephath woman and the servant of God, the prophet of God, Elisha. Say, what you have of says value. So many of you carry something of value inside of you, but you don't even know. You are a young girl on campus, you are a young guy on campus, a student. You know how to cook very well. That's a conglomerate fighting for expression inside of you. You can actually make so much money. Without capital, that's the word again, without capital. You don't need capital to do this. Now, all you just need to do is to go to sites or online platforms where you can download good pictures of food, then put them on your WhatsApp. Let people know this is what you do. Now, one of the challenges our young people have is challenge of consistency. They are not consistent. Now, so many young people out there are more consistent with brandishing pictures of, contours of their body, their breast pictures, those pictures that expose their backs, that's their butts, and all that on social media platforms rather than their products. When you post pictures of foods consistently on your platform, now the first 2, 3, 4, 5 days you make this post, it might not actually strike chords in people. That's just the truth. So that's where consistency is set in. Now, if you continue to post pictures of what you do of this food, different kind of delicacies on your platform daily, in the morning, afternoon, and evening, it gets to a point that, those who follow your status, who view your status, will begin to see that this is what this person does. You'll be known for that brand, that is what you do. And when they think of something like that, they'll think about you. Now, when somebody engages you to prepare food and somebody chats you up, for instance, to prepare a goosey soup for him or her, all you just need to do is to charge the person, ask the person some kind of question as to the kind of protein the person wants, or the person prefers. Is it frozen or live chicken? Is it beef, goat meat, or whatever? Settle the, discuss with respect to the kind of the content of the food, then charge the person transfers the money into your account. You go to the market, simply prepare this food, and you deliver to the customer. And you know the beautiful thing about that? Now, words of mouth. The customer is going to talk to other friends, if your food is sweet, and they are going to patronize you. And before you know it, you are setting up a conglomerate. You didn't start this business with any dime, with any capital, but before you know it, you make so much money for yourself in your savings, with which you can now start, to operate, you put structures in place, you get staff working for you, and before you know it, you are on your journey to the bigs. So that is it. There's always a starting point for everybody, and capital is not the hindrance. Now, we have a whole lot of students out there who know how to cook very. They don't even cook for themselves. Rather, they just go out to buy food. I've spoken to a lot of young people, who tell me, yes, I can cook very well and all that, but what did you eat in the morning? You say, I ate Indomie. You prepared it. He said, no, I bought it. No, they keep buying and buying and buying when they can actually, prepare this food, or even make a conglomerate out of this food business. So in this context, you might not actually go into the food affiliate business with eatery or an established food joint. You can actually, in this context, be the one producing the food and dispensing it, and you have a whole lot of customers in your chain, your clientele base, who often demand for your product. And before you know it, you can never get broke in the university environment. And when students are, languishing when it comes to tuition and all that, that will not be your story. And this urgent 2K that people usually accuse young ladies of, will be a thing of the past in your life. How about that? Isn't that interesting? All right. If you found this interesting, subscribe to my channel, encourage your friends to do so, and keep following me. Thank you for this time out with me. Still your friend, Marcus Ekure. Bye for now.